Hello everyone, I am here with the topic democracy, and on this topic we will discuss various aspects of democracy, meaning of democracy, features of democracy, its merits and demerits. First of all, we will talk about the meaning of democracy. The question is, what is democracy and why is democracy? So first question is, what is democracy? That is related with its meaning and definitions. As far as meaning of democracy is concerned, we can say that democracy is a form of government that is run by the people, directly or indirectly. In simpler sense or simpler words, we can say that democracy is the government of the people. Democracy word is made of two words, demos and kratia. These two words are taken from the language Greek language. Demos means the people and kratia means the government. It means democracy is the government of the people. It is its simple meaning, its simple understanding. Next, there is a very nice definition about democracy and which is very famous. The definition is given by the former president of USA, who was Abraham Lincoln. According to Abraham Lincoln, democracy is the government of the people, by the people, and for the people. So, in other words, we can say that democracy is such a government which is run for the people, which is run by the people, and which which functions for the interest of the people. The runners of the government are the representative of people. Now we will discuss its features, various features. Question is, what are the salient features of democracy, or what are the characteristics of democracy? So there are so many characteristics of democracy, out of which some have been discussed here. First feature is election of government by the people. In democracy, the government is elected by the people. It means the people decides that who will rule. In election of the government, people plays important role. Without consent of the people, no person or party can rule. So these are the people who decide the government will be run by whom or not. Another important feature is people's right to change the government. It is very important feature of democracy that give people right to change the government. It means if the government fails to do uh, in the interest of the people, government fails to perform its duties, government fails to do welfare of the people, then people can change it in the next election. So it is a very nice and very valuable feature of democracy that makes it different from other form of government, because in other form of government, whether it is monarchy or aristocracy or military rule or the dictatorship, people have no right to change the government. It is democracy which gives its citizens right to change the government. Now, another important feature is government in the interest of the people. It means the government is run in the interest of the people. Uh, Democratic government, as it is run by the people directly or their representatives, it means the government is run by the people indirectly. So therefore, the main motto of the government is to proliferate the interest of the people or to do welfare of the people. Another important feature is periodic or regular elections. In democracy, periodic elections take place from time to time. It means elections are held for certain time. For example, the elections are held for 5 years, 4 years, 6 years, etc. So in different countries, the the term is different. In India, as far as India is concerned, the term is 5 years mostly. Okay, so as far as parliament's second house, that is the Lok Sabha, which is known as the lower house of the parliament, is concerned, so its elections held after 5 years. The election is for 5 years. After 5 years, again elections take place. So this exercise is repeated again and again. This is the beauty of democracy. It means the government is for 5 years, and if it does well in welfare of the people, then it goes to the people to earn their support, and if people support its back, then it can come back to the power again. So this is very nice feature of democracy. If there are no elections, we cannot say that it is a democracy. So democracy's best feature is that there are elections, and the government is made on the basis of elections. And elections also takes place from time to time. These are not for 10 years, 20 years, or 30 years, but they are for 5 years or 6 years in some countries, or for 4 years in some countries. Another important feature is free and fair elections. In democracy, it is seen that the elections are uh, free and fair. It means people are free to elect any party or to elect any person as their representative. They have no pressure on them. They don't feel any fear. They are not frightened by anyone, in theory. But sometimes it can be seen that sometimes people feel pressurized, people feel frightened by some goons, and they are forced to vote in their favor. But it is seen in very few cases. Uh, at a large, the elections are held freely and fairly. So it is another beauty of the democracy. Another feature is run by a party system. The party system is uh, bi-party or multi-party system. Party system can be of three types: uniparty system, bi-party system, and multi-party system. But as far as democracy is concerned, so we cannot imagine a democracy in a uniparty system. A true democracy can exist only in multi-party system or in the bi-party system. If there is only one party, there is only single party, then democracy cannot uh, run properly. For example, in the communist countries, uh, there is a uniparty system, and one party, that is the Communist Party, lead the politics, and it influences all the decisions. So it cannot be a true democracy. In a multi-party system where there are many parties existed, so people have different choices and they can choose any party, they can elect any party, uh, and can they can bring it to the power. Another important feature is the rule of law. It is also a beauty of democracy. In democracy, it is seen that there is rule of law. It means the government runs as according to the constitution. There is a constitution is a democrat in a democratic country, and the government runs as according to the law, as according to the constitution. No one is free, no one is authorized to take decisions on their own or as per their choice. They cannot take decision as per their choice. They can take decision only as per the law, as per the rule, as per the constitution. Another important feature is rule by majority. Democracy is a government of the people. That is that is run by a majority or a large number of people. It is government that is supported by a large number of people, and majority rules there. But it is not a majoritarian government. There is difference between rule by majority and a majoritarian government. Majoritarian government is anti-minority. It can harm the interest of the minority, but the democracy cannot harm the rights of the minority. For example, in Sri Lanka, there is a majoritarian government which neglected the interests of Tamils, and Tamils felt ignored, and they started to protest against the government. And the situation became very critical, and a situation of civil war emerged there. So, but in democracy stops the chances of civil war because it provides rights to all, whether it is a major community or it is a minority community. Though there is a rule by majority, it means the decision is taken by the majority. Majority means the total number of seats, total number of seats are divided by two, and and then 50% plus one is called a majority. Another feature is major decisions by the representatives of the people. So in democracy, all the decisions, whether it is major or minor, are taken by the representatives of the people. In a indirect democracy, uh, where people do not rule directly, and their representatives rules, then the major decisions are taken by the representatives of the people, and they are representative of the people, they are elected by the people, therefore they takes decision in favor of the people. Another feature is freedom to the people. In democracy, freedom is given to the people. Right to freedom is given to the people. People enjoy many freedoms: freedom of expression, freedom of religion, freedom of movement, freedom of assembly, and freedom of you can say work. They can work as according to their choice, etc. So there are many freedoms which are given to the citizens or the people in democracy. Another important feature is that democracy is based on equality. Equality means the people are equal before law, and people enjoy equal protection of law. It means the government does not discriminate with anybody on the basis of caste, color, creed, race, language, religion, gender, etc. So all peoples are equal before law, and there is no discrimination with them. Another important feature is rights to the citizens. In democracy, rights are given to the citizens. Citizens enjoy rights. Uh, as far as other governments are concerned, whether it is monarchy or aristocracy or military rule or dictatorship, we cannot expect that the government will provide rights to the citizens. But it is the democracy which certainly provides some rights to the citizens. For example, India is a democracy and it provides six fundamental rights to its citizens. Okay, so these all are the features of democracy. And now the question is, why is democracy better form of government, or what are the merits of democracy? So out of its features which we have discussed above, we can take some important features as its merits, which make democracy a better form of government. So we can discuss these as under. Number one, election of government by the people. It this feature or this merit makes democracy better form of government because the election of the government is made by the people. People elects the government. Anyone, whether it is a person or a party, can rule on election by the people. If people do not elect any person or party, then he or it cannot rule. So uh, rule can be exercised only by the elected representatives of the people. So this is a merit of democracy. Another merit of democracy which make democracy the better form of government is people's right to change the government. People can change the People can change the government if it fails to perform its duties, if it fails to bring welfare to the people, or to solve their problems, then people can change it in the next election. So this feature also make democracy a better form of government. Another merit of democracy is government in the interest of the people. It means the government is run in the interest of the people. Okay, so it is also a important, very important merit of the democracy. Another important merit of democracy is periodic or regular elections. Elections take place from time to time. No party or no government can rule for long time. If it wants to rule for long times, it will have to clear the examinations of election from time to time. So this is a very good feature of democracy. This is very good merit of democracy that makes it a better form of government, because no party or no person can rule without uh, without clearing the examination of election. It has to face the elections. It has to win in the election. If it wins in the election, then he is authorized to rule the country. One man, one vote, and one value. Democracy has a principle of one man, one vote, one value. It means democracy is based on the principle of one man, one vote, and one value. In democracy, each person has right to give one vote, and his vote is valuable as a vote of a rich person. There is no discrimination, there is no difference between a vote of a poor person or a rich person. Both both people, both persons have their different, you can say, equal value of their vote. So this is also a very good merit of democracy that makes it a better form of government. Rule of law is also a very nice merit of democracy, and it also makes democracy a better form of government. Another merit is rule by the party of people's choice. Here it means that the party which people wants can rule. The party which is elected by the people can rule. No other party cannot rule. So this is also a very nice feature of democracy which make it a beautiful government or a better form of government. Another merit is major decisions by the representative of the people. Major decisions are taken by the representatives of the people. No party cannot take decisions by their will or by their choice. They take decision as per the choice of the people, as per the opinion of the people, because the decision makers are the representative of the people. So this is a very nice feature or merit of democracy. Freedom to the people is also a very nice merit, because freedom is given only in democracy. Monarchy, aristocracy, dictatorship do not give freedom to its citizens or its people. Democracy is based on equality, is also a very nice feature or merit of the democracy. Right to the citizens. Democracy provides some rights to its citizens that makes it a better form of government. So we cannot imagine the rights in other form of government. It is the democracy only where rights are given to its citizens. So these all are the important features or merits of democracy which plays important role to make democracy a better form of government. Now last question is demerits of democracy. So there are some demerits also. Uh, we can understand these demerits as under number one, number game. Democracy is a number game. It means in democracy the government is run by majority. Which party secures majority in the election is authorized by the constitution to run the government. Whether the people who are elected are disabled, disabled means they are not able, mentally not able, they are not honest, whether they are not uh, dedicated to the people, but they are elected. If they are elected, they can rule because they have the number, they have the magic figure, that is the majority. So it is a demerit of democracy because it is a number game. It does not does not prefer the ability or the quality, but it prefers, it gives weightage to the quantity, that is the number. Another demerit is number is preferred than merit. Merit is not preferred in democracy. Rule is rule is done by the majority of the people, and if any party secures majority in the election, then it is authorized to rule. So it is not necessary that they are meritorious or not. The important is that they must have the majority, clear cut majority to rule. So here it is a demerit of democracy that in democracy number is preferred than merit. Third demerit is political corruption. In democracy, it is seen that the political corruption is found. Uh, Politicians indulge in corruption. Uh, by doing so, they stops the mm, development process. They slows down the development process because lot of money is stolen by them due to the corruption. Fourth demerit is political rivalry. In democracy, there is political rivalry. Political rivalry is not a bad thing if it is healthy rivalry. If the competition is healthy, then it is good. If it becomes rivalry, rivalry means a unhealthy competition. One party wants to defeat other by hooks or by crooks. Then it is not good, not healthy, and it becomes a very dangerous thing to the democracy. Fifth demerit is speed of development is slow. In democracy, development's speed is slow because decision is taken by many people, many representatives, and decisions are not taken on time, and this makes speed of development slow. Sixth demerit is delay in decision making. As democracy is not a government of one person, it is a team government, it is a team management, and a team govern in democracy. That is called a cabinet. So, cabinet under the headship of the prime minister in the central government, or under the headship of the chief minister in the state government, cabinet takes decisions. But cabinet has many ministers, and they all meet together, takes decision, and in this way decisions are taken. So which can be delayed, which can be uh, a delayed process that that slows down the decisions speed. So all these are the demerits of democracy. In this video class, uh, we have discussed all the important aspects of the democracy, whether it is its meaning, its definition, its features, merits, and demerits. Thank you very much. If you find this video helpful for yourself, then like it and share it also.